sad about it, so sad about it.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Percent 19, 19.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The throw caught by Cole. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now it's Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Set. 19.
Yo.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They give it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Watch out. You keep that bomber. Keep that bomber.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looking here for Smith downfield, and that is intercepted, or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep ready.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Ready up.
Mike 51.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. It's caught. Smith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
24. I'm coming up. Hey, 59.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21 yards.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Switch.
From his goal line here, Tannehill. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
A gain of
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Down. Protein spill. 15 line. 15 line.
Tackle. Hey, check one.
Hey, orbit.
Watch it, divide.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Right there, 54 Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Watson now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. He's going to let this one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big pickup of 38. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here's Watson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Check. Fresno.
Two draw Porkers. Look. Squeeze.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. The final shot before the break. Watson. And an alley to run. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Get it.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
5.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Carolina. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Check 24.
80 weapons.
On 2nd and a couple. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Houston. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go. Deep tight.
3rd and 2, Watson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
I got you. Check.
They run again with Hunt.
It's run.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 31, Watson. The throw caught by Cole. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Watson. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Bravo!
Here's Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
This is it. 19, 9. That's the run. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
You're not ready. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. Allen's got it complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Loss of 4 yards brings up 4th down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game, and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.